I found some sketches on Pinterest that I thought it looked interesting. I'm going to model this chair here. It has a simple shape and design, but the fantasy side makes it kind of cute. Alright, let's make it in Maya. I start by adding a cube and pressing R to scale it up. Then I lower its height a bit. This will be the seat part. I hit W and move it up so it sits above the ground. Next, select the Edge Loop tool and press Tab to switch views. From the top view, I try to add an edge in the middle. Well, but since symmetry is on, the Edge Loop tool won't work properly. So turn symmetry off, add an edge loop roughly in the center of this rectangular cube. Right click, choose vertex mode, and for the selected vertices, I set their x value to 0. That centers them perfectly. Now turn symmetry back on along the x-axis. Symmetry is on, so any changes I make apply evenly to both sides. Now I move this middle part down a bit. Checking my reference, I can see it curves slightly downward. Next, I select the top and bottom edges and press Ctrl B to build them. The polybubble window pops up and I set the segments to. Then hit 3 to see the smooth version. Press R and scale it a little wider from the sides. Now I select these faces and move them down slightly so they sit more level with the surroundings one and making the top a bit flatter. Then select the middle edges, press W and move them forward just a little. I'll hit Tab to switch views. From the top, you can see the back curves inward a bit and the front curves outward. Alright, let's move on to the legs. Add another cube, stretch it up to make it taller and move it so it sits on the ground. Then I grab the top vertices and pull them up with W. The legs aren't too tall, so I lower the seat part slightly to match. From the top view, I check their placement. Switch to wireframe mode to see better. Looking at the references, the bottom part of the legs is a bit wider, so select the bottom face and scale it out slightly with R. Add an edge loop near the bottom, hit 3 to smooth it, then add another edge loop toward the top. From the side view, the legs need a slight forward and outward tilt, so use E to rotate them gently in both directions. Now I freeze transformations and choose Delete All History. Then press Ctrl D to make a copy. While holding D, I move the pivot point to the center line, our main axis. In the channel box, add a negative sign to the scale X value, and that mirrors the leg on the X axis. Next, I select both legs, Go to the Mesh menu and click Combine so they merge into one object. Freeze transformations again and delete history. Then press Ctrl D to make another copy. This time, while holding D, I'll mirror it along the Z axis by making scale Z negative. Adjust the position manually to line them up. Press Ctrl D again to make another copy, this one's for the back legs. Set scale Y to negative to flip it, and with W move it into place. Go into vertex mode, scale the top vertices in a bit with R. The back legs are slightly thinner and shorter. For the backrest, I copy the seat by pressing Ctrl D. Since their shapes are pretty similar, freeze the transformations and delete the history again. Then make scale Z negative to flip it. So curve faces the other way. Rotate it 90 degrees on the x-axis. And lower it a bit. It looks too vertical, so I rotate it a little more backward and adjust the position. Go into vertex mode and pull this part down slightly. Add another edge loop to make the curve more pronounced. But keep the lower section a bit flatter. The sides look too straight, so I adjust them to be more curved. I keep comparing my model with the reference, trying to get it as close as possible. The bottom of the seat's legs looks too flat, so I select the middle faces and move them down slightly to match the shape better. Alright, I hope this video helped you out.